Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Sunday roundtable. This is more of a chill stream tonight. We don't have any major topics like to talk. Well, I could do something, but I don't know if I'm gonna tonight yet. I don't know. But we'll see how the night pans out. But yeah, we have some great.
I got a major topic for you, Vinny. If
What do
you
you
look around the passageways and the hallways of YouTube and Twitter, you're gonna find a bunch of slack-jawed bundle of
okay.
What did it cut out? Oh shit! Oh man, Tommy, how you doing tonight, my brother?
I am hanging in there, having fun, doing the things that I love, playing with old school toys. Woohoo!
Nice. You got some good ones?
Oh, yeah, well, I've been digging out some of the old, like I had a bunch of the old Star Wars ones out, like Power of the Force and everything like that. A couple of old Star Trek toys that I was like bringing out and decided to film one of them, and old G1 Transformers today. So nice. Having a blast. I mean, other than another one of my freaking battle bots breaking down and I can't figure out what went wrong, I'm having a pretty damn good day.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're having a good day, man. Yeah, I haven't really put up any toy stuff. Well, today I put up something that I recorded a couple days ago. I had The Last of Us, the video game, not the show. The first one, which again is still a masterpiece. Sorry, I'm not getting into the other nonsense, but first game I loved. I had a third-party version of Joel. They called him Joe. And it was The Last Survivor, not The Last of Us. So, but yeah,
you know, Vinny, they are going to be doing another Last of Us series. It's going to involve all the people that were actually legitimate that were part of Comicscape.
Oh boy!
Did you guys see? So SNL is not funny, obviously, or it hasn't been for a while for me. But they did a skit where they're making fun of The Last of Us.
Oh, I'll show it. A friend of mine sent that to me. I'm gonna be pulling that up in a little bit. Let me do the intro for everybody first, though.
Okay.
But I gotta agree, that was one of the funniest things they've done in a very long time.
Because they pointed out something that's absolutely ridiculous in today's media.
Yep, and we'll talk
I'm Yoshi,
about it.
I'm Toad, and
we'll show that. I might have a bumper for that too. Well, something.
Yeah.
Anyway, we definitely do. Tommy, thank you for being here tonight. Adega, how you doing, Doc?
Hey, I'm doing really good, actually. Having a blast.
Nice.
Come to chill with the people I call friends.
Hey,
oh yeah, dude, it's always a blast having you on. And yeah, you showed me some earlier, which we'll talk about a little bit later as well. So damn cool. So happy that it arrived. Yeah, and this is it's a beautiful thing, man. Got a talented person here, and he's got more product coming at you before you know it. And it is definitely awesome. So
you bet.
I just heard a kitty.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Don't get excited. You're not into cat blood.
No, but I still like kitties.
Oh,
well, that person who's mesmerized by kitties is actually a vampire. Draven, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I can't complain, I guess you could say. But yeah.
Oh, that's good. I mean, I think anyone can complain, but it's better not to. It's better to stay positive.
This is true.
You know? So we try to do that as best we could, although we do point out a lot of stupidity that's out there, and it's just kind of funny. Because, I mean, you can't help but point that and laugh at just the mentally challenged, evil people out there.
Yep.
But you know who's not? You know who's a good person, and I hope that you've been staying warm. Because holy crap, was it cold the other night in your neck of the woods? Chris, how you doing, brother?
Definitely warmer than yesterday. Up here in New Hampshire, the Mount Washington Observatory clocked in a record negative. Was it a negative 108 below zero Fahrenheit?
Wow.
Oh, Jesus. You know, I am so tired of hearing you Northerners complain about this kind of stuff. Let's talk about a real travesty, a real tragedy. It was down to 50 some odd degrees the other night here in Florida. That is overwhelming. That is ridiculous. This climate is out of control. We need to do something about it.
That's good weather
for sport.
Tommy, that's why Tommy has a collective, because he's going to be like Cruella DeVille. He's going to make mittens and a coat out of those guinea pigs if it gets too cold for him. So,
I'll be the only ones that listen to him whine about the weather.
he's just gonna buzz them all, and he's gonna use that for no. Yeah, dude, that is minus 108. That's insane.
It's
That's
colder
had
than
to
outer
break-
space.
Yeah, holy crap.
It's colder than Mars.
Jesus,
Mhm.
I feel bad for anyone that was up there because I mean,
Wasn't that a record in the States or whatever? Like,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, so what's the new narrative on that without getting ourselves looked at by a big bad Mama Susan? I mean, are they claiming that the polar ice caps are melting so fast that all the cold weather is just traveling down, and that's why we're having these cold spells? Is that the new narrative?
Probably.
who the hell knows? It was one winter blast on that angle in the Northeast. Because I got relatives and stuff in New York as well, and they were shocked at how cold it had gotten as well. But let me say hello to everyone who's in the chat. Malis and Motivation, man, dude, how you doing? Always great to see you here. I know he's got a lot of Kevin Spacey jokes already popping up, which is awesome.
Up on deck.
Yeah, man, we got Pale Rider in the house. We had fun the other day in Sugar Chris's chat. That was great. Red got a couple of shots taken, but he set himself up for those. So what are you gonna do?
What was he on
was
top
fun.
or bottom when he took those shots?
Oh no!
You're gonna have to ask Katie. We got Gap After Dark. How you doing, man? Always great seeing you here. Yeah, I hope everyone is staying warm if you're in that area still. But let me scroll down a little bit more because see, look, I called it. This day runs out of Kevin Spacey jokes. This day Kevin Spacey runs out of teenage boys. Woo! Oh man, yeah. We'll play some good old Ric Flair for you as well. You know what was funny? My cousin visited the other day, and Flair came up, Wu came up, and she went, "What is that from?" I said, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "When it's really quiet," she goes, because she travels with her boyfriend a lot. He just out of the blue just goes, "Woo!" And she goes, "What the hell is that from?" I said, "That's Ric Flair." You don't know who Ric Flair is? She goes, "No." Who is this? I said, "It's a wrestler."
That's a good word.
And then played her a clip on YouTube, and she couldn't stop laughing. How crazy it is.
So
But,
every time you see her, does she say the two Utes fucking with you because of My Cousin Vinny the movie?
What is a ute?
No, but my other cousins used to do that to me. That they were closer to my age. Then yeah. We got Keely Chow's in the house. How you doing, Keely? Lion Ratton's in the house as well. What's up, brother? King of Squibs also here. Sweet. Indie
Squibs need a
wrestling.
king.
Yeah, man. We got indie wrestling aces in the house. Let me see. But yeah, so well, it's Sunday, right? So let's play some Flair because it's always fun.
I want to see it. Let's see what you got. Limousine riding, jet flying, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun that could kiss any woman right here, even that fat one, and make her cry. Brother, watch this, girls. Woo! Woo! Hey! Woo! 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 Woo!
It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen.
That never gets old.
I got a question. Why do those things mute me? I can. A couple of days ago, anytime I've been on StreamYards, those little tags, I always get muted. I don't hear them anymore.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
that's a system RAM issue. I know what you're talking about. Sometimes the videos will just freeze too.
Well, I know if you were on a phone or any kind of mobile device, it would always do it on those.
Yeah,
I'm on my PC.
Oh, he's on his computer. Because I know a lot of times when we're on eTabs, that's when I have a lot of problems. Like I can't see everything that's going on. Like it'll freeze or not play fully for me. But usually over here on mine, like it plays just fine. But I don't know. I don't understand computers. Chris tried to walk me through it a lot of times, and it ended up with a lot of cursing, yelling. and Chris laughing,
Moscow?
and then I feel horrible, and then Draven laughs too.
We're all
um,
laughing.
But there was something interesting that happened. I don't know if you guys, I mean, you had to have seen it. Everyone was talking about it. I might have talked about it on the Thursday stream. Or did it happen Thursday or Friday? I'm going to share a screen. There was some China issues happen. We had one of their spy balloons was flying overhead again.
That's good.
Yeah, this was crazy.
It runs on illegal substances.
Yeah, I heard they're in different.
Powder when it popped.
Oh, what was that?
That was why we saw all that powder when it popped.
Right.
Yeah. He was asking for more of it. But see, that's why he got so high, he elevated to another level of insanity. But I heard that they're all over. There's other balloons that are in different parts of the world.
Isn't there?
Yeah, there's 2 other ones. And basically our president was kind of didn't want these things to be seen. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why we saw them is because apparently they didn't count on people with binoculars in Montana with 0 air quality problems looking up and seeing the thing, because when you're living in like a shithole like Shanghai or some other polluted part of China, you don't see stars at night. And this guy apparently sent it out there, and nobody said anything. So he went, guess what? Social media, here you go. And lo and behold, social media sends it out.
Well, you know, I've heard people argue this one, and they said, well, who cares if they're up there, because you can get the view like that from Google Maps, and but that's not the point. The point is you're letting a foreign government invade our airspace, and if they can get away with that, what's to say that they don't do something else that's biological later on? You can't,
or an EMP delivery.
Exactly.
Yep.
It also says a couple other things. One, the biggest thing is the Chinese don't have good satellites.
Nope.
The other thing is that Milley lied to Trump and held that information while he was on the phone calling them.
Yep.
So he is a traitor. He should be executed.
He is, and there's been multiple
in Minecraft.
In Minecraft, I'm sorry.
But I was saying that there are multiple incidences where Milley had done that. So he just he lied, or he pulled rank over. Which again, how do you trump the president?
I don't know. If I was an F-22 pilot, I'd take this to court-martial.
Yeah,
this is.
I think so. But this is the crazy thing. I heard that there's another one that's flying, and there's one that's in Liam's neck of the woods. I think it was actually one of the stalkers. I think it was a gay frog. But here's actual footage of him fighting back.
That bottle will do the trick.
I'm sorry, I had to. I thought that was hilarious when I saw it. Someone was like, is that really him? I'm like, no, that's not him.
I had to do a double take.
Liam has really let himself go.
Holy hell! Oh shit! Usually when we hit that, we play a couple of them for you. There it is.
Friggin' frog's gay.
There you go. And then there's always that one for Draven.
I'm kind of retarded. That man's a threat to this country.
That's so good.
Oh, that one never gets old. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up the what we talked about before. The one funny thing that SNL did. So let me get this open. I don't know. It's 3 minutes.
I'd say 70 to 90, somewhere around there. 70 to 90% of Hollywood's in that.
Wow.
It's the oddball, the real thin line that you'll find the people who are actually based. The rest of them are pretty sick.
Yeah. It's crazy. Blue, what's up, brother? Always awesome to see you here. We got Soul Assassins in the house as well. How you doing, man?
So?
What's this in the private?
That's a Mario Warfare.
Don't look at it, Vinny.
It's like an hour long. It's something to watch later.
Oh, okay. I won't air that now. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, there's some crazy stuff. I mean, all around. All these people are absolutely insane. Adega sent me one before. We don't know if
I haven't
this.
verified the sources on it yet, but
Yes,
usually it's a pretty reliable source.
Yeah, well, this is just disturbing. Yeah, this Johnny Midnight guy, apparently he posted this, but I don't know. I guess it's just dropping now. So let me share. And
Take it
here's
as
this-
rumor with a grain
Yeah.
of salt.
take it with a grain of salt and all that stuff. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Dude, that
so
plastic surgery she's doing to herself. God damn, man.
Hmm.
she's a monster. Please.
Well, just like age gracefully. Like we all get old. Embrace it.
Yeah, but you don't know what she has to. I mean, with all the various diseases that she has in her body, who knows?
I tell you what, right now, Giorgio Tsoukalis would be great for him to come back with Ancient Aliens and tie Madonna to it because she
Right.
looks like one.
Yeah,
Right.
dude. Yeah, she's looking like they remember that one guy who turned his face into a cat.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's she's
That
one
is-
step below that. Give her
Oh,
another.
you
week.
remember-
medically
like
unethical.
No, what was that guy? He was like in the I want to say it was either late 80s or early 90s. It was the lizard guy because there was a lizard guy who like did his whole face with bumps and ridges above his eyes and everything.
Yeah.
Had his tongue split,
show,
had his
yeah.
entire body tattooed to look like lizard skin, and then there was the
Yeah.
other guy who did himself like a puzzle.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You were on
Jigsaw the
Ripley's.
Geek. He was on Jigsaw the Geek was on X-Files.
Yeah, and there's the other one. The guy who got the skull tattoo like all over his face, like his whole body was completely done up. He was in that with 47 Ronins,
Yep.
the movie with Keanu Reeves, and that guy offed himself.
Well, it's
Yeah, he's perfectly normal, stable, mentally stable people.
Yep.
But speaking of, we do have a mentally stable person here. I think we have Stig. How you doing, buddy?
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Welcome, man.
I popped in and I saw a rubber hooker wearing latex. So what's going on?
Yeah, I think it's one of those Transformers, and not the Hasbro kind.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. The Hasbro ones aren't too far off now. The way they're looking.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something
Oh.
funny?
What's that?
They did a transgendered Barbie a while back. So Barbie got a dick before Ken.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. Yeah. Oh my God, that's some twisted stuff that they're putting out there. I don't get it. I really do not understand any of this shit. This
Gross.
whole world is just turned into this giant cesspool at this point. Yeah,
This stuff's just gross.
it absolutely is, man. I know on my last stream we were talking about the DC stuff and all that crap, and like everything that like the guy's pushing. It's all like related to who's LGBT, whatever. The kid superheroes they're focusing on weird abstract characters, like like I call he's going with C and D lister stuff, and then like you got like all these YouTubers that are all like, oh yeah, look, we're hopeful and we're gonna watch it. He's a great director, writer. Again, I have to remind people all the time, this is not a good individual. This guy is a creep in the head, and
Dude.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Just, I mean, where do you draw the? I mean, we literally saw Nick Oberman, freaking press X to penetrate. Like, who wants to see that? Like, Last of Us, like that was so gross.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
It just got worse today.
What happened?
Oh.
Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker are now officially LGBTQ.
What?
Oh God.
Wow.
Yes, I posted a thing about it. Link to the
Yeah.
whole damn thing.
I heard that there was other rumors too that Disney is looking to sell off Star Wars. So are they looking to destroy it all before they try to get rid of
Yeah.
it? So
Scorched earth.
Well,
It
I
doesn't
mean
make
that
any
would not be to their benefit if they want to sell it off because they want to try to sell it off for as much as they can. So if they were actually smart, they would actually create something that was decent and the fans would like. But we all know that Disney is not very smart, and I've been beating that drum forever Forever, I've been telling these people they need to stop promoting these damn companies that are destroying this shit. You sit there and you talk about how bad these companies are doing these franchises and how they're destroying your childhoods and this, that, and the other thing. Yet you sit there like a sheep right in front of the TV, like you're stuck like that girl in Poltergeist watching that TV and getting sucked in every single time it comes on and hate watching.
Dude,
Give me a break.
You are 100%.
It's kind of like some kind of person goes into prison on purpose and then drops the soap in the shower and then like complains on Twitter about the ass pain and then goes like, well, maybe next time will be better because he might miss my ass.
A little PSA for all the people out there that think it's a good idea to get locked up in prison just to kind of play that game. There is no squirrel master that is coming out of left field to save your ass.
It's and it's still gay if they beat you up first.
It's like those Instagram trends where they have that music going and they're like bobbing and weaving to like the one is Pyramid Head and he's using the sword and they're like dodging it. But instead it's some guy.
Well, but isn't that it exactly? I mean, these people, it's this endless cycle of shit. They don't have content. They don't know what to do. So they're going to grab whatever they see that's trending at the moment, whether it's something that they hate, something that they boycotted. Like, I laughed my ass off when I saw that. Jeremy's sitting on someone else's stream and he's talking about how he watched The Last of Us TV series and how happy he was that he saw it. And I'm going, hold on. That company, Naughty Dog, nearly canceled him and his channel for what was going on with the second game, that he was fighting about it and showing how horrible it is, this and that. So there's total hypocrisy. He was all gung-ho on screw this company, screw this game, and now he's sitting there binge watching the HBO series. It's like, you people are complete hypocrites. And I think Stig is going to sit them all down. And he's going to be like, if you're acting like a bitch, I'm going to treat you like one, and I'm going to teach you how to cook, and it's going to be, here's your first lesson.
This is the best knife I own.
Oh, all right. Well, that's the best you have. All right, now pretend that this shoe is an unboned chicken, and you're going to cook it tonight, make a tasty dinner, and it's going to smell all through the house like cooked chicken.
Actually, I'm vegan.
Okay, then pretend this shoe is whatever you people eat. Maybe it is a shoe.
Nice one.
Maybe it is a shoe.
Because I think that's what they got to do. They got to get back in the kitchen. They got to put their aprons on. They got to act like 50s housewives, because what they're doing is not being a culture warrior that they claim to be. Again, all these movements where it feels like it was nothing all but a lie through and through on all sides of it. And all they try to do is gaslight their audience and take away any kind of free thought. It's like, it's not the extreme left. They're pretending to be the extreme right, but they're using the tactics of the left. So what is this exactly?
Well, you know what? I think you hit it right on the head as soon as you start saying housewife, because that's exactly what they act like, battered housewives, because they sit there and they cry and they whine and complain about it, but they keep coming back for more.
Yep. And they prostitute themselves.
One of these supposedly, biggest, how do I call it? Disney Star Wars haters in the fandom menace doxed me for not liking the Book of Boba Fett.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So let's not, think that,
Not cool.
our side of the fence is that good either.
Yeah.
Because it's like Vinny said, it's the same damn tactics.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
I see how they stalk.
Doxing.
Yeah, they dox, they stalk, they harass, they do all sorts of weird, evil shit. You know
what makes it worse, though? In my opinion, this is what makes it worse, because you expect it out of left, because they are not hiding the fact that they're going to do that to you. Yeah. But these people that claim that they're against it try to say that, and they're not for that, but then they use the same tactics. So that actually makes them worse than the SJWs that they claim they're fighting against.
Yeah.
Some of them try and remain aloof, because I know this from a friend of mine, where it was done not directly, but the wrenches went out and did all the dirty work. And so the guy can wipe his hands and say, oh, I'm clean of this, and yet he supports him still. So it's you never know who's
what
actually.
They call them the flying monkeys.
Right.
You know, yeah, they manipulate and brainwash certain people, and then you know they give them, they throw them a bone here and there to do their bidding. I mean, we've seen it all around all the time. That's why it's disgusting. That's why I said, like, I have no affiliations with any of that stuff. Just like, you know, Zach, no affiliation Snyder. You know, he hit the nail on the head with all that stuff, and you can't deny it. You know, it's like we discussed this beforehand. And yeah, I have no affiliation with Geeks and Gamers or any of these other corrupt people, as far as I'm concerned. Remember that. Hashtag, you know, horse pace for life, literally. So never forget. It's just so stupid. Like, again, and what's the other thing that what they had done? They brought in people who had those extreme crazy views. They brought them into their circle. So then, wait a minute. So you guys fought that you're against it, but yet you welcome that stuff in. So where are you on this culture war? You're nowhere. It's a lie. It's bullshit. It's just whatever drama they could create for a super chat. It's sad and disgusting, you know. And you know, when they get to the other side, this is what's going to greet them.
Welcome to hell,
You know, I agree with you, manliness. I want to see the Rob Schneider cut.
Yeah.
Oh,
that guy, he's freaking awesome.
He is great. He's super based.
Oh yeah,
funny as hell too, man. Gotta give it to him. Yeah, because again, they try getting rid of him. They try to cancel these people. It's like, all right, yeah, they shouldn't. Don't play ball with these people. It's gross. It's gross. You know, there's only a handful of actors out there I actually do respect, or you know, they'll sit there and they'll fight for a proper cause.
God damn it, Vinny. See,
What's
you
that?
said that, and now I'm thinking I wish we had that clip because you said play ball. And now I'm thinking of that clip from Johnny Dangerously. If you would only play ball.
Oh yeah. you can get this big coat as he opens it up. Are these diamonds? That was hot. Yeah, they didn't show any nipple in that scene, right? She's all covered up.
Yeah, she's all covered.
we gotta find that clip. And yeah, maybe we got to do a watch party. Maybe we should have done it today. I want to watch Wise Guys with everybody here and Johnny Dangerously. Those movies were classics. So damn funny. And I know a lot of people did not see Wise Guys. So
never seen either.
Oh well, there you go. Yeah, these things are actually really hilarious and awesome. You know, the '80s back when things were actually funny and they poke fun at everybody. Monotony, what's up, brother?
Hey.
Yeah, dude. He's super excited about some video game news. We got, you know, Zelda is going to be coming out kind of soon, and I think on Tuesday they're doing some kind of live thing. Nintendo.
I think so.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
They're trying to steal thunder from Hogwarts or something.
Oh yeah, probably.
I was watching gameplay of that. That doesn't look that good.
Yeah. See, that's the quote right there. I saw that movie once.
Yeah, once. That's it.
Everybody's like, this Hogwarts game, we gotta get it to, you know,
own the libs.
Own the libs, and it's like I was watching gameplay of it, and I'm like, this.
No thanks.
This?
Oh, it's
really?
not okay. I showed a little bit of game footage a couple weeks
like
ago.
Combat footage, not like just running around, like actual combat. Looks just kind of basic in my opinion.
Okay.
I will probably buy it though, but not on release.
Yeah,
but
when it goes on sale or someone traded it in, you can get it for like $8.
I am having fun quote tweeting the people who hate it because J.K. Rowling though, and I just go, yeah, I'm going to buy 3 copies now, and it's because of you. Stuff like that. Just trolling a little bit, you know.
Yeah. I'll buy a copy in your honor.
I know.
Well, there's people championing that Forspoken game, and the dialogue in that is just so bad.
No, it's really for modern audiences.
The gameplay I liked because I played the demo, but seeing all the clips and stuff of like the cheesy, cringy dialogue she says, it's just like, yeah, I'm good.
Dude, it looked like the Wish.com version of Infamous Second Son.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see that.
I don't understand these people and all this stuff, what they're doing. I really don't. Like, you put all that hard work, you got all these great people who are actually working on this game to make everything look beautiful, play amazingly, and then the script is that bad. Everything else is just pure shit.
Well,
Like,
it's the diversity hires are showing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it really is. The other thing I saw too that they said that the Wolverine game, apparently it is going to be coming out in 2024, and it's not open world. It's the same makers who did Spider-Man, but I guess because of Wolverine, like you can't really. I guess it'd be a completely different game if it's going to be open world for him, and it doesn't sound like it's something that would kind of work. So I'm sure it's still gonna be, I think, certain aspects of it, like they'll lead you towards a path. But if anyone played the Wolverine Origin games, like that game was fantastic. It was not open world,
played
but
parts of it.
yeah, like he had a good path throughout that.
Well, they had some really good Easter eggs in that game too. Like they even included something from World of Warcraft. Like there's one cave, and I could never seem to find it, but there's one cave in there. If you go in the cave, they have Frostmourne sitting in the rock.
What's in the rock?
Frostmourne.
Frostmourne,
It's the sword of the Lich King.
Oh,
nerd!
Nice.
I just had a prediction.
What's that?
The next thing that's going to be labeled as offensive content are Easter eggs, because the prices of eggs are so high in the US that it reminds poor people that they can't have eggs.
You know, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the moment that the left says that eggs are racist because they are a symbolism of white supremacy.
Yep.
What about brown eggs?
They've already
local.
said eggs are white supremacist.
The brown
they've
eggs
actually
are
done
no
that.
good. The brown eggs are no good either because they're
Mixed
putting on
race.
blackface. No, they're putting on blackface.
Oh, okay.
Well, Stig, in your neck of the woods, it's they're hard to come by as well.
No, I had 4 eggs last week, and I was like thinking, shit, in the US I would be rich, and then I grinned.
You would be. You would.
Bitch,
Be.
bitch!
Did you try to sell them on eBay?
Right.
Oh, shit. I
Shipping
should've done
costs.
that. Yeah.
Holy hell, crazy.
Eggs aren't bad here where I'm at.
I think it was about $3 for 24 eggs.
Oh wow, yeah. That's a normal price. But the reason why they're doing that over here is for other nefarious things, because they said it actually fights off a certain poisonous stuff that's been injected into a lot of people. So
yeah, I didn't inject. I wasn't against the vaccine. I just thought I'd be careful and wait and see,
don't say that
because
word here.
it got brushed out. So
Showing your wisdom.
yeah, maybe wait a bit and see.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, and again,
Misinformation.
but all those people, I mean, the ones who are involved, they also they're on record everywhere. I had to cut out my one of my Friday streams like 2 weeks ago. The one that I showed about the Pizer employee who got busted from Project Veritas. I had to clip that whole section out because apparently they made him disappear. His name was everywhere. They showed that he actually worked for that company. And then they wanted to erase him. Like, no, this was all a lie. This was all fabricated.
Well, did you see what they did to Project Veritas on Twitter too? They mistakenly suspended them for a short period.
Mistakenly?
Yeah, it was an accident. And I think it was Cat Turd was like, hey, Elon, you got some rats in your house. You need to do some spring cleaning here.
Jesus. It is dirty. And he said it too. They said they're redoing the entire code of Twitter because they see that there's so many nefarious things that were left behind. Other programs, well, we'll say that are pushing certain agendas. So he's been like rewriting code with his people nonstop.
No, he had months to install that stuff. When he announced he was going to buy it, they probably went to work putting all kinds of extra stuff on top of what was already there.
Like Chris said, they put a whole bunch of backdoor stuff in there, and they're finding more of it. That's why they're redoing the code on everything, they said. So it is interesting, but and what Tony said too is that's some more facts. It's crazy, dude. It's all crazy. Hold on, I'll show some screenshots then. I mean, they still haven't shown too much of this game, but from the trailer that they had, I mean, you know, it's all, you know, a movie basically, but it does look incredible for what they're doing. My fingers are crossed that it's going to be an amazing game. Oh, this is footage. This is from something else, but
one of the reasons I got a PS5.
Yeah, this isn't.
Time, huh?
But yeah, they said it that this is actually it's going to be exclusive to PS5. This one, the Spider-Man 2 game, but I think again over time they'll probably do a time release, and you know maybe 2 years down the road or some shit like that they'll put it on PC and everything else. But they said it's going to be a violent game. It's going to be rated R. They're putting the blood and stuff in there, so that I'm still actually really surprised on. We'll see what they do. They still haven't announced who's playing him, who's doing the voice, none of that. So I am curious on
I prefer Steve Blum, but
Steve Blum would be great. But I don't know. I liked Hugh Jackman in the Origins game. Like it still worked.
I like the one from Pride of the X-Men.
Which one's that?
He's got a bit of age to him, if you know what I mean.
Well, the 1990s one. I mean, is that guy still alive? Because he'd be perfect to get back in the role.
Tornado Claw, Berserker Barrage.
Yeah, man, dude. Yeah, the Capcom games. So happy that they actually had him for those as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was the best. Dude, yeah, that guy, I don't know who the hell he was, but dude, he nailed it. He freaking nailed it.
You know what, Tony, you're not going to be the only one. I seen somebody else that had Twitter Blue, and they actually got suspended for 3 days.
Jeez.
Wow.
This is so stupid. Yeah, and especially that one, that one who claimed to be sex trafficked, and they proved that she wasn't. She's a liar. It was just her photos were being used somewhere, and she claims that was part. That's not the same thing on any level. And like they said that the conservative outlets and stuff, they won't cover it because her father is some kind of a Republican senator or something.
Mm-hmm.
Someone along those lines.
So even he won't vote blue.
Dude, it's crazy. The stupidity that's out there. And again, she's just another e-thought who's saying really disgusting things on you too. She did an interview with somebody, or there like the normalization of a certain thing that we can't talk about on here. It's really twisted. I don't know how these people get away with any of this stuff. I really don't. It's yeah, man, it's too much. Too much. Do I have something else I got to check? 1 second. Let me see what we got here. I got to refresh all this stuff. Is anyone else having like big problems with Twitter on top of it?
It's slow.
It lags for hours sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't get this one.
Slow, and then like sending links to people, like you have to like double send it sometimes because it doesn't.
Well,
go through.
the only thing that I've been seeing is I haven't been seeing like that, but I've actually been seeing where if I go to send somebody something, like for example, somebody actually asked me to work on an intro for them. Mm-hmm. So I created the intro and I went to send it to their DM, and it was showing it was spinning the whole time, and then it stopped spinning and it kind of froze and it didn't look like it was loading. And then it went back to the send function. So I went to send. It spun for a couple seconds, stopped like it stopped sending. So I tried it again. Next thing I know, the original one pops up, and then 2 more pop up with failed to send. And I was like, what? Like, I've been seeing weird stuff like that. But as far as like the sending links and everything, I haven't had no issues there.
Mm-hmm.
The problem Draven mentioned, though, that the double send thing. Mm-hmm. That has been a big problem for me as well, because now there's a pile of women out there thinking I have 2 penises.
Well, and you're unvaxxed too, so you're in double trouble, just like this poor guy in here.
Right?
Pure blood.
Double trouble. You mean you might
quadruple?
Dude, crazy stuff. Yeah, you know what? I was watching something. Chris had sent me this thing on YouTube called the Y Files. There's some really interesting stuff that guy covers. I don't know if anyone else is watch this.
Dude's awesome.
Yeah, there was one with Tesla and Egypt that he kind of like he figured out like how they used power and all that. Dude, some really amazing stuff. And I thought that for a while too, and I saw it on another special where they said that those pyramids and stuff, they were built long before the Egyptians were there.
Oh, long before.
Long before. And
the Egyptians came in and just put graffiti on everything to make it look like it was theirs.
Basically, they tagged everything. They were lazy. It was
Well, did you see the thing about the Sphinx where they said that there was a secondary Sphinx that actually sank down into the Nile?
Yeah, I did hear about that. And there's water erosion all over.
That
the
happens a
bottom of
lot, though. Yeah. A lot of people sink into the Nile these days.
Yeah, we talked about some of them before. Holy crap! There was something else. I mean, I don't know if I should show.
Well, the other Sphinx wouldn't even be able to keep its nose above water. If you think about it.
Well, again, that's the funny thing. They found water erosion all over, like half the Sphinx. So,
yes, salt water.
Yeah, this is some crazy stuff, and they're like, "Oh no, it's never been there." No, that's.
You want to hear something fun though, or weird? If you take all the land masses, including the South Pole and all that stuff, and put it together into one chunk, the pyramids are dead center.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Just push Australia and India and all that's everything together, and you'll have one solid piece of land mass with the pyramids dead center.
Wow. Well, I know they said that like Orion's belt, back when around the time they think that it was created, that lined up perfectly. The main pyramids, the Great Pyramid of Giza, and all that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's all really interesting stuff.
Well, it's not just them, Vinny. It's the ones that they made over there in South America as well. It's the same thing. They lined up what Orion's belt is also.
That's the weird part, is you have two cultures separated by vast, oceans that are arriving at the same conclusion to things.
They say they were separated cultures, but I don't believe it.
Yeah.
There's too many coincidences.
Well, the Diluvian theory, like every civilization has the same Diluvian theory. The whole flooding.
Yeah.
Like every single one of them has it. That's not a coincidence.
Right.
Yeah. It was like Gilgamesh.
Yeah, Gilgamesh. Well, even Chinese. There's ancient Chinese, and it's like there's no way that cross-pollinated, so to speak.
Yeah. It is really crazy, and then the amount of times that things kind of reset, because they said that too. Yeah, the North and South Pole, like it changes every what is it, like 100,000?
12,000 years. There's a polar shift.
Oh, okay, 12,000.
We're getting close. We're getting real close.
So the Great Reset might have a double meaning.
Klaus Schwab's like, yes.
Come, pussy bug, stay for the show.
We will all eat not us. We will eat filet mignon and human, and you will eat the bugs.
I love Russell Brand's impersonation of the guy.
Yeah. Oh my God. He's got some great stuff. I don't know. I saw something else that was kind of funny too. I don't know if this. They'll probably hit me on this one too, right? But we'll see. Did you guys see this one? This was hilarious.
No.
Get naked and paint myself brown.
No, that's offensive. You can't pretend to be black. That's a stupid idea.
What?
It's a stupid idea. You're a stupid man. A stupid man.
Ow, you're hurting me. Stop it, Lois.
No, I'm so sick of your crap. Why do you always do these stupid things? And why do you always announce them to me before you do them? Are you trying to get a rise out of me? Are you happy now? Is this what you want?
Oh, no, it's not what I want. It's not what I want. I'm sorry. It's never been this bad before. What do we do?
What we always do.
I'm in charge of my head. That much I know.
What the hell?
I was half expecting her to put her knee on his neck. There's been a lot of things kind of going around because of Black History Month, and I thought that was one of the funnier ones. The other one was a 60-minute clip that this one never gets old. And it's funny because you're like, oh, he didn't say that. He changed his mind later. Oh, did he? But I don't know. This makes perfect sense to me on what he had said.
History Month you find
ridiculous.
Why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? No, well, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
I'm talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. I know you as Mike Wallace. You know me as Morgan Freeman. You want to say, well, I know this white guy named Mike Wallace. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Black History Month, you find...
There's
Amen, brother.
There's a level of class that I think people they don't know how to put that in their lives anymore. What he just said makes perfect sense, and that's it. The ones who are pushing all these other crazy narratives and we can't laugh at one another, we can't do any of that type of stuff. These are very sick people, and they're trying to control a narrative, and they're trying to brainwash people because they want them what? They want them to keep fighting, so no one's paying attention to what's going on. They're not looking at the Klaus Schwabs and all these other nut jobs. So I think that was one of the smartest things, the classiest things I've seen in a long time. I know it's not a new clip, but it's a clip that should be posted like every day because people need to wake up. This is too much. This is too much stupid shit going on.
Put everyone to silence.
Yeah. Well,
dude, I grew up with Morgan Freeman. Electric Company.
Mm-hmm.
He was like Dracula. I think he was Easy. Was it Easy Worder or something? He was Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was never like, hey, it's Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, and he was the voice of God multiple times. So you can't really deny that. I don't know. Maybe I'll make that into a bumper at some point. I don't know. It's crazy. But it's something else. I am tired of all this nonsense, what they're doing, how they're trying to manipulate people. It's just too much. So whenever we should drop some intelligence down. But at the same time, I mean, again, we still want to have fun here, and that's how we play the clips that we play and everything else because it's a good time. The clip I show of Keith David, welcome to hell, motherfucker. Like Keith David, someone we grew up with. This guy, so many movies that we all love. The voice of Goliath and Gargoyles. There is no hatred anywhere, and these people just keep trying to push it everywhere. We keep seeing there's other things I can't show because I know YouTube does not like it, but the people who just keep flipping out in stores or in hotels or fill in the blank in restaurants. It's insanity, dude. It's insanity. And
it's the
people who fight back.
Something that kind of showcases it. I'm definitely not alone in this. It's like I'm just using myself as an example. When I was a kid living in Norway, right? Mm-hmm. My favorite movie was Beverly Hills Cop. Mm-hmm. I am neither black nor a cop nor from Detroit.
Yeah,
you could have fooled me.
I cannot. I cannot identify with Axel Foley, yet it was my favorite movie as a kid. So it's now flipped. I'm supposed to hate that movie because I'm not represented.
Yeah. It's so stupid, isn't it?
I did try the banana in the tailpipe trick, though, several times, and it worked.
Several times.
Yeah, well, you buy a bunch of bananas.
Everywhere he goes.
He's a scientist.
Yeah, you can't just buy one banana. It looks weird. It looks suspicious. So use the whole thing.
Holy crap. Well, we all grew up with Eddie Murphy anyway. I mean, you know, it's how many times have you seen the buckwheat thing that he did on SNL? All those funny bits, you know, all of his comedy specials. Everybody would be repeating those comedy specials, you know, in the playground at school, and you know, I'm sure we're gonna get a Kevin Spacey joke now, but I mean, come on, like, dude, I don't know. Morgan Freeman's right. This is all nonsense. We shouldn't be sucked by any of it. Hold on, we got some more great footage of more spy balloons, by the way. This just in. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. I think I forgot to hit the audio. Let me make sure that's there. We go. Yeah, this is excellent stuff here.
If he catches it, he gets to bring one of his teammates back.
Yeah. Holy hell.
They all they had to do was vaccinate the balloons, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Jeez.
The Sidewinder thing.
Unbelievable. I know some other things to show, but I can't find them. But yeah, guys. Sorry, last night I was up real late working, so I didn't have a main topic, just kind of some loose stuff here and there. But yeah, oh my God, dude, just ridiculous stuff, ridiculous all around. Yeah, here is the what the hell's it? I'm not. You know what? I don't want to give her that attention. Fuck that. That blue one again. I still post with her father and all that, but everyone knows all these people are scam artists, you know, and they're sitting there trying to get in tight with these other big YouTubers, these other people that are some kind of personality that just has a shit ton of subscribers. We know what they're doing. It's gross. It's dirty. I've seen the people who claim to be fighting these culture wars in such a big way, who are completely hypocritical on every level. If it's someone pushing their book, or if it's someone just pushing a certain narrative, riding coattails, the people that they screwed over in order to get to the positions that they're at. I mean, there's so much shit going on. It is terrible. It's terrible and it's gross.
Sorry about that. I got a phone call.
Oh, it's all right, dude. You good?
Yeah. Somebody had actually called and gave me some good news. So I got some good news from our buddy Drew, and everything is worked out for him. So he's everything's looking up now for him.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Good for him, man.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Happy to hear that. Yeah, man.
I mean, I'll let him break the extent of that news because that's his baby. So
awesome.
Nice.
Well, dude, congrats, Drew. If you're listening, you're gonna watch at some point. Yeah, man, dude, that is awesome. I know he's been having it rough for a little while. So it's always great to see someone that we actually like in this community who isn't a total scumbag.
Well, that's Drew is a guy who actually could use a break.
Yes.
You know, he's earned it. You know.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, right on, Drew.
Definitely.
Hell yeah. Sorry, yeah, I was looking at something else because sorry, that thing was popping up with the Madonna thing, but I'm just seeing Grammy shit. I'm not seeing that other bit that guy posted. Maybe that'll pop up at some point because she is a freak. That woman is a freak.
Well, anyway. I heard her roommate when she back in the 80s, 70s or whatever, when she was in work, her roommate took her out because she's stoned.
She what?
She stunk. She's a dancer. And she had medical concerns.
She smelled like a catfish.
Yeah, well, she was also a prostitute in New York for a while, so I mean,
maybe
there's many reasons why she probably stinks. Sorry.
Maybe that's why she was still a virgin.
Hello, Riot Kitty. Hope you're doing well.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
What up?
It's I don't know. It's been some crazy stuff going on, but this week I'm hoping to make some time to get a couple more figures shot for the YouTube channel. I've been slacking on that because again, trying to catch up with other work, and last night was pretty productive as well, trying to map out a bunch of other things for City of Venus 2, which I've been working on, painting pages too. And but again, I don't want to launch anything until this book is, way further down the line, close to complete or just about complete. Because again, I don't like the games that a lot of these people play. I'm not going to just drop here's a handful of pages and you got to wait 4 years. I'm not doing that. I think it's dirty. It's dirty. It's gross. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me see. No, couldn't find that one. But
I found an image of another spy balloon if you wanted to see that.
Oh, where do you got that?
You got it.
Oh, 1 sec.
Is it Rosie O'Donnell?
Oh God.
No.
No, but you were close.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Oh my God. This one.
Did she say like she wanted to see white people get beaten?
She wanted to what?
She wanted to see white people get their ass beaten and stuff.
She's one of the biggest racists on the planet.
I know.
She's been pushing a dirty narrative for a very long time. All those hags in the viewer.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Kamala just doesn't look the same without the face paint on.
You are a man.
Dude, as a kid, teenager, we had found an old Hustler magazine, and they took her head and they put, instead of dreadlocks, they were all just black dicks.
Oh,
and it was so funny because it was so perfectly true.
Oh,
wow.
Hey, it was pretty hilarious because she is nothing but a dickhead. I mean, let's face it. She's sitting there trying to push certain narratives. She wants white people to suffer. Like she said these type of things multiple times. She's been in trouble. Any other person, if they came out and said the things that she said on air, they'd be kicked off. They'd be canceled overnight. But we know how this crap goes.
So here's the question. I've seen a couple people posting it. What the hell is supposed to be the image that's on that bed sheet she's using as a shirt?
I have no idea.
It looks like somebody bandaged up or something.
I thought it was a burrito
seal.
I don't know what the hell it is. Is that an open mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what this
No
is.
idea.
It's her French opening having moved.
I smoke your bones. I can't walk well anymore. Don't worry, I'm gonna get some more boosters now.
I got suspended on Twitter because of one of the ladies on The View. Rather, it was my fault, but it was Joy something.
Oh, Joy Bear.
Yeah, blackface, by the way. She had done blackface.
I commented on her Twitter account and says, has anyone let you know by now that you're a bimbo, madam? And that was a week in the slammer.
This is crazy, man. You can't say anything. I saw that.
I didn't even say anything because it was a question mark at the end. So that's just a question, not a statement, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's going back to the point that everybody's become so offended about every single word out there. And I mean, here's the thing: it doesn't stop because the minute you give in to these people and you say, "Okay, well, those words, we got to be careful around them," they'll just go for the next word. Now keep moving the goalpost, and next thing you know, you're not allowed to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because again, it's part of the gaslighting that these people do as well. Like we've seen it in our circles, how when something over the top happens, something criminal, IPs being stolen, whatnot. You have then the face of these little circles. What do? They try to downplay as much as possible. And it's like, well, the whole industry is built on the back of that stuff. They try to do every stupid thing to gaslight people or to downplay it because they know that certain things are going to have this stigma attached to it because it's fact. Certain groups are going to be known for some very, very horrible, disgusting things, criminal activities. The ones who have been arrested I'm sorry?
They're not going to stop until every word has been banned except for the word yes.
Well, it's in Newspeak. It's what Orwell said, When you shape the language, you'll eventually, the people of the future won't even have vocabulary to resist because all those words will be struck in verboten.
It's not going to be yes, it's going to be I comply. That's going to be the phrase.
Full compliance. That's the end goal.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, Soul Assassin said Stig broke the bimbo protection agreement of 2020.
Yes,
yeah.
that's the first and only time I've been memed. Something about me saying bimbo and getting tossed out a window. Like I
And
said
Vinnieart's
bimbo, not window or something. I don't know what
She's
it
one
was.
of the most vile people on the planet as well. She's another one that was wishing harm on people, and it's like, okay, how come they weren't canceled? How come I know she's been fired before and then they brought her back. So it's like, okay, we need someone who's just as crazy and demented. And they just rehire these monsters back.
Mm-hmm. Most of the people named Joy aren't very
joyful.
joyous.
No. Yeah. Well, again, same thing with that, right? They got Whoopi, Joy. One's called Sunny. For people who are supposed to have joyous names, they're nothing but piss and vinegar and just evil, demented monsters.
Well, Whoopi got her name. It's a fake name. Her real name is Karen Johnson, and she got her name Whoopi because she'd shit herself on stage or in the back room, and Whoopi was just slang for farts. So she'd be like,
"Oh, I didn't know."
Yeah,
I didn't know that's why she changed her name.
Freaking gross.
Yeah,
wow.
She has she doesn't have a belt on in this picture, so I'm thinking if this was taken after she lost her boomerang.
But she's wearing a moo-moo, right? So I mean, you can't really wear
even the
a
boomerang didn't want to come back.
She's so grotesque. I don't know. Between like all those what was it? It was her, Billy Crystal, and Robin Williams. They did the what was it called? The HBO specials that they always did. Does anyone remember?
The Kings of Comedy.
Was that it? I mean,
yeah, I think so.
Was it the Kings of Comedy? I don't know, but they would do those specials and they would donate the money and all that crap. I'm like, of all the ones to go, why did it have to be Robin Williams?
I know.
I'm just saying. Right. He's the guy who had the most class. I mean, yeah, he went through some really dark things when he was younger, but as he was getting older, he was becoming more spiritual. He was doing the right things. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the ones who usually start off being like, you don't know them too much about them, they seem okay. Then you find out how horrible they truly are. It's really something else. Comic Relief, that was it. Thank you, man.
Oh, Comic Relief.
Yeah, because they would donate money and that they did, I think, to the troops and stuff like that.
So what card do you think that car cover was originally for? She's wearing.
Good question. I don't know. Maybe it was a Hummer. Had to be something big, right?
Stretch limo.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Robin.
A Winnebago.
Yeah, a Winnebago. I don't know. There's something else. All this stuff is madness, folks. It really, really is. And it is funny too, because like we had this conversation, I believe, on ETEP stream. It's why couldn't things be a little bit better? Because like we had the 80s, 90s, early 2000s to a certain point that were okay. Well, I can't really say 2000s. When 9/11 happened is when things really shit the bed. Because it just kept getting worse from that point. How they were controlling people, surveilling us. They, passed all those acts so they could spy on all of us. I think that's why they didn't care about the balloon, because it's like, oh yeah, we already know all this shit anyway.
You know what's sad though, and all of us grew up in the 80s and 90s and stuff. So we were born into a time where whenever there was a new show or a new season or of something or a new movie came out or new video games, it was always pretty great. We're always looking forward to it because odds are it would be pretty great. We had some duds, but it wasn't like every month, right?
Right.
And we were dumb enough to take it for granted because those days are gone. Now we're like scanning 2023 and see if there might be a movie we might be interested in.
Yeah, you're not wrong. We've had these conversations. It's like if we do find something that doesn't have some kind of message or something, like we tell everybody about it as soon as we could. They're like, yeah, go watch it. This was actually really good. It was entertaining. Didn't have all the poison in it, but it's rare.
Yeah,
like you said,
rare. And we also go, yeah, this movie was great because it wasn't woke.
Yeah,
and it's actually a mediocre movie.
That's the sad part now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is nuts. Yeah, I know a couple of people who saw this. They said it was really good, the Puss in Boots. So yeah.
I need to see that.
Yeah, I hope you have a good
It
time.
is some feminist stuff in it, but yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to watch Megan today, but soon. I'm gonna watch it soon. Because I heard that was actually really good.
There's one movie I'd be looking forward to if it was ever made. The Return of Captain Ahab and the White Whale. Whoopi in the Ocean.
Oh, so they're changing the color of the white whale?
Yeah, they're blackwashing even the white whale. Even the white whale is Netflix.
It's actually X-rated, that one, because it's a sperm whale, and they keep yelling, "There she blows."
That sounds like somebody's wife. That never mind. I'm so tempted to talk about this, but I think the one you're talking about, her name was Hasselrack or something. There was a conservative that they got rid of, who I think she was fighting with this whale all the time back in the day.
Oh, Hasselback, yeah.
Yeah, Hasselrack. That's it, because she had nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. It's so gross, and I'm kind of my thoughts on what's her face, the old bag who kicked it, Barbara Walters. Like, this is my thoughts.
She was disgusting.
Yeah, this is my thoughts on it.
Oh my God! Get a doctor. Get a hearse.
It's that fucking poo.
Because that was an evil woman. The shit that she was doing behind the scenes, and oh god.
Oh yeah, right, Kitty. She'll say, I'll say this: not all feminism is bad. It's a third wave feminism that's really toxic and bad. Well, part of the problem in there is once feminism really didn't have anything else to fight, that's why it wound up turning into third wave feminism. Because at that point, women were in the same workplaces as men, and I can tell you from my own experience, I got passed up by women in certain jobs because they had tits and ass and I didn't.
No, I got to disagree, mainly because I think all feminism is bad because it's based on the fundamental principle that men are holding women down, and equality is not the domain of feminism. Like feminism takes credit for things that like capitalism made women equal, not feminism. Feminism is a CIA op to get basically the other half of the population taxable. Look at how much it's damaged. Like fewer than 30% of women these days identify with feminism, and then even when that's like kicked off, was we want all of the rights but none of the responsibilities. How many feminists are flapping their tits out in marches to demand being put on selective service and sign up for the draft when they turn 18? They got the right to vote, but they don't have any of the responsibilities.
And aren't they the same ones talking about they shouldn't be doing that to women's bodies and using them as subjective and everything like that? No,
I'm so tired of like. You can't eat your cake and have it too. It's like, do you want to be equal? You're going to drop dead like all the men are. You don't want to be a man. Like we are only valued based on what we can do for society. Like when we die, we're referred to by our vocation. 31 miners died in a collapse.
Yep.
13 sailors died on a ship. They don't say 13 men, but yet when women die, it's there's value. There's an innate value for women. Men have to earn it. And that's why they're offing themselves all the time, because we're basically being told we have no value anymore. And it's not like an incel thing or men's rights or whatever. Like it's basic observation. Like nobody wants to be honest about that anymore.
Yeah. Well,
and something they've been changing history too, because the biggest thing, at least in the States where they were working for the right to vote, most people don't understand the only way you got to vote at the time was you had to be a property owner as well as proven you were a citizen. And when you were a landowner, you were also subject to the draft, and women didn't want that. So the small group of women had to change all of those rules so that they can get the right to vote, which then the vote started not because women voted, but it was because the responsibility behind the vote started to diminish. There was something else I was going to say.
Remember Pankhurst back in the day? Dude, it was one of the I'm not even a fan of Downton Abbey, but there was a scene in Downton Abbey that basically told a big F you to the proto-feminists. When Pankhurst there, who was doing the suffragette stuff in England, she conducted the White Feather Shame campaign, where she would she and her little harpy group would go around and hand white feathers to able-bodied men who weren't on the front lines dying in World War I, and she'd hand them out publicly to make sure that everybody saw that they got the white feather of cowardice. And a lot of men were shamed into going into the front line and dying for their female approval or whatever. And they showed a scene where the Pankhurst or little proto-feminists went out there and they're like, started dropping off white feathers. And the main dude is like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and they ended up shaming one of the dudes and he died on the battlefield. And that's a like equality and feminism are not the same thing. Like we got to deprogram that. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can be like, again, I'm all for equal opportunity and I'm all for choices like that. Being a libertarian, that's my credo, you know, like everybody deserves the right to do whatever the hell they want as long as it doesn't hurt other people. But you also have responsibilities that need to fall. Like you need consequences for your actions. You need to, well, you know, I got 13 kids and I'm on this and that. And it's like, well, dude, who's paying for those kids? Well, the taxes is, so that means I'm paying for them. You know, like, no,
right.
Like, and then, you know, all the female liberation stuff. Yeah, sure. Go into the field, but don't change the field to accommodate you. What, like, look at the military, look at firefighting. They have to like change the quota or change the physical requirements because women can't handle it. And it's like, why don't we just leave the requirements the same? And the few women that can do it, freaking, you know, give them a pat on the back and a high five because you're working harder than most of us, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I think just like those type of women would be like, Nia Jax.
Dude, yeah, freaking Jade Cargill, man, could pull me out of a burning building any day of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you would enjoy it.
But what's up, Papa Cotton? Hope you're doing well tonight. But we're showing.
We showed your meme earlier.
Yeah, we showed your meme, which was great, and we showed some spy balloons. There's a couple of different ones. Here's a marshmallow one. Yeah. Let's. Oh, there's Nelson.
Oh no.
Oh, that was great. You know, I was gonna give him a not okay, but I'm okay with that.
Damn.
Because she's an evil person through and through. Yeah, I don't want to get that pig off my.
Sorry, I get bitchy about that stuff because I've seen discrimination go in opposite directions, or you know, supposedly opposite directions, and it's like, is this really the world we want to live in now?
Dude, it's crazy. Oh, we got one from Parrot Head. This was interesting. This is, I guess, some new screenshots from Ant-Man and Quantumania. This was.
Oh my god!
Jeez.
Wait, is he on Kang too?
I believe so. Parrot Head sent me that one.
Yes, Kang and Ant-Man, yeah.
He was Kang and shit. Oh Jesus! But yeah, I don't know. It's just, this is all madness. The whole thing is.
Yeah.
But because they keep trying to change the language, they keep trying to change all these things, like these labels. Frank was asking me, he goes, "What's that cis mean?" I said, "What are you talking about?" Because when they go to cisgender male,
oh yeah,
that.
Well, that's
I don't know, sissy boy. I don't know. He looked it up, and it's like no,
it's biological men and women.
Yeah, it was which you were assigned at birth, and he goes, "Oh, so a man."
Well, first of all, nobody is assigned a gender at birth.
Exactly.
You're not. There isn't this like arbitrary thing where they're like, "I think you're this." Okay, so this is your biology. This is like when you sex an animal. There's taxonomy and stuff. There it is. You know.
Well, I think I think their ridiculous argument is because there are a few examples in nature where there's more than one sex at birth. So then that decision has to be made. Which one is it going to be? And I think they take those. I think they take those rare examples and they try to twist that to their ideology. No, this applies to everybody. See, that's what they always do. They always take everything they can, they twist it to their narrative, and say that this is the norm when it's not.
Do you think the weirdos are treating life as if it was a character generator for an RPG?
Yeah, they hit random on it,
and then they can't decide which character to play. Like, crap, I'm going to play an Orgonian instead of an orc. you know. And then they
So
just
you want to
switch.
play a Jew instead of a black person? Is that what
No.
you're saying in their terms?
Well, their words.
Yeah. Apparently,
Chris,
this
as a
Dungeons and
Jewish
Dragons.
Man, he could say that.
Yeah. I got the J card, folks.
He's got J cards all over the place.
Just the whole that whole thing with multiple genders and stuff at birth. Like, there's Klinefelter's disease, or Klinefelter syndrome. Then there's hermaphroditism and all that stuff. But that is like 0.0000001 percentile. And then on top of that, you can actually surgically correct some of that stuff. And there's actual synthetic hormones to correct that. Like, that's not I'm going to swap my gender. Like, it's so, like, we've gotten to the point now where we're arguing basic biology, and it's so ridiculous.
All right, so this, I think this covers it all, right?
Yeah, I think, Is the man, the woman, that's the he, she's, or the interspecies, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever you say.
And this is Christians, Muslims.
I assume the $sign is meant to represent Jews.
Well, it ain't the Mormons.
Let's not get into that.
Oh, God.
One of my favorite shows.
Well, hermaphrodites are covered under the LGBTQ, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just haven't gotten a letter, but it's covered. But that means Star Wars had representation from the get-go because Jabba the Hutt is an hermaphrodite.
Oh, is it?
I got my hair, dude.
Which is a perfect representation of the Disney shows.
Yeah.
I
know
mean, he even looks like them.
Jabba's been making the rounds recently. A huge career playing the flute on stage, dancing around. It's amazing. He changed his name to
The View
Lizzo
as well. I think they let him on The View as well.
Oh, did they?
He was a real joy.
Yeah, that burning sail barge didn't kill her career at all.
Jeez. It's crazy, man. All this stuff is just completely crazy. Don't know what to say to it. It's just here's a Hunter Biden.
The fact that her father took showers with her in a way that was, quote, not appropriate. Ask yourself, is there any explanation for that behavior that is justifiable? And there's not. It's sick and it's horrifying.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was actually Biden's daughter's diary, and they were talking about that. Excerpts from it. My bad. Here's Hunter.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. She's right. She's right. This crack shit's killing them. This super crack will get the job done a lot quicker.
Practical.
Right? This is just madness. It's all madness. But, I don't know, folks. What are we gonna do? We're gonna have to keep pushing forward. We gotta do the right things, and not be suckered in by all the nut jobs anymore. Because they are everywhere.
Prostitutes have missed the chance of Biden, because if prostitutes start making drugs, so they can sell them drugs while performing on them, they'll get rich because prostitutes can wash their crack and sell it again.
Classic stick. I was going to show again, because it's one of the few things that I'm looking forward to, because it doesn't have any of that nonsense that we mentioned earlier. Resident Evil 4 remake. I am so looking forward to this game. I think this is going to be one of the last games that I think it's still, classic, just at a higher level of graphics and everything. And I think they tweaked some of the story a little bit too. But so looking forward to this, because it's not going to have any of the agenda nonsense.
I don't know, man. I'd be surprised if suddenly Ash was like gun-toting and like they take out the whole the president as his ballistic missiles.
No, from what I saw too, they had some extra clips. You could actually, now when she gets taken away, you could stop them. Like you could stab the guy in the back of the head or shoot at him. It's more interactive with that element of it. I'm looking forward to this so much, because they said it is very true to the original game. They're not doing the agenda stuff in here. So, and they up stuff that you could block with his little his Bowie knife. You could there's a lot you could do. You could deflect things, shit that wasn't in the original game. So yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to this thing. I think it comes out next month.
Yeah, I wasn't interested until I saw the gameplay and all that stuff.
Yeah, they upped the level, and that's what they needed to do. Because
My
the
favorite
other
of the
games
whole
that they
series.
did. I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm just saying that's my favorite of the whole series was 4, so this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm very curious how they're gonna handle the monks in the castle and all that stuff.
The Ganados.
Yeah, there was some crazy stuff to happen in there for sure. Yeah, and the maze, because there was rumors that they cut out the maze, but they said that they actually didn't. That's going to be in there. So,
well, that doesn't that pic you just were on. That didn't look like an upgraded version.
No, it didn't. I was cycling through over here.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I should have went back. Because this is Days Gone, that one. Which this is crazy too. I don't know if you guys played this one. Frank did. They're like there were hordes of zombies running super fast. But that game was incredible, and that lead actor is the one who played the Apprentice, Vader's Apprentice, Star Killer.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Crashdown from Battlestar.
Yeah, that dude. He was in The Fog.
Yeah, he's the Marine that gets sent out to.
Again, great actor. And they said for the TV series or the movie that they're going to make, they're not picking him. When he's the character, it's him. He grew out his beard. It is him, and they're not going to use him. They're going with Outlander, the Irish guy, the Scottish guy rather, with the red hair.
Oh,
they're picking him. Which again, he's a fine actor, but hold on, you have the guy who did the game. Everyone would know who he is automatically. Why don't you just hire him? This is how stupid Hollywood is.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I really don't. Yeah, Sam.
The unwashed crack.
Yeah, they're an unwashed crack for sure. It's unbelievable. I don't get it. Yeah. See, I didn't think 4 needed a remake either, but every time I saw more of the clips from it, I'm like, I got to get my hands on this. I truly love 2 and 3's. Well, pretty much all the remakes that they've done so far. I had a friend that was involved in 3 and Village.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she played Jill Valentine and one of the three vampire chicks that work with Lady
Dimitrescu.
Yeah, Dimitrescu. I got to get back to that game, by the way.
Big titty vampire chick.
Yeah,
the big titty
mommy milkers.
Yeah, I got to the point where you meet her and she's got you like hooked up through the hands. Like that's around that area where that's the last time I played it. I haven't had a chance because I had so much work I got to do. But holy crap, that game looks amazing. I gotta keep playing.
That image there reminds me. That was one of my favorite, and it sounds silly, but it's one of my favorite boss fights. Was when he had that knife fight.
Oh yeah, with the guy from his past, the one with the red beret.
Yep, I love that
I don't
fight.
remember his name right now. Yeah, there's going to be some sick stuff in this game. I saw some more chainsaw guys that actually they had like a bull head that was sewn onto them. Like, they're up in the level of crazy stuff that the villagers and the Ganados did and all that. So
yeah, dude, that chainsaw dude was traumatizing when he kills you because they let that death scene go on forever. Where it's like,
yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. But again, like the extra footage that they've been showing, because again, it's we're getting closer to it. The rain effects that they have in here are truly jaw dropping. Yeah, I wish I could show the video, but I know they'll hit us for violence or something, so I can't. But yeah, here's where you could get up to them and you could right in the head. That's him with the knife ready to.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh my god, and those dogs, they really up the level on those things too. The ones that split open and you see all the tendrils and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they look insane. They gave them
always ran
gigantic
past
teeth
them.
too.
They scared the shit out of me.
Oh my god. Yeah, no. Well, that's it. Because like that kind of fear from a game like that, those moments, like that's what really made this series so much fun because it is survival horror. They went back to it in a proper way. This game has like action elements to it, but because the villains are so over the top, powerful, and everything else too, like it puts you back into that state, and that's what you need. Because I know, like in Village, they kind of recreated the opener to this game, which when you're getting attacked by all these guys. Right here, he is blocking with the knife, so he's stopping the chainsaw from coming down on him. So again, cool stuff. But when they redid that in the Village, and it's just like you were bombarded with all those werewolf guys and all the other crazy stuff that's going on, I was like, holy crap, this isn't ending. What am I supposed to do? I was running back and forth through the whole area. I'm like, where am I going? But it was like I guess it was all timed. You gotta just survive a certain point, and then there was a cutscene. But I was like, holy shit, that was intense.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what this is going to end up being, that opener for this. And yeah, and like that, what they did too, because the two cops that they're driving Leon in the beginning, and then they stop to take a piss or whatever. When he gets back to the car, like they're not there. Well, the one that when you go to the house, you get into this area and you find like the first one that kind of, they did the throwback to the original game where they, looks over the shoulder. This is more intense, where you go into the house and you don't see anybody, and you kind of lead your way down to the basement area, and you find one of the officers is there, and he's already like mutilated or whatnot, and then you get attacked. But then like when you get to this area from what it showed in the opener, then you see the other guy who's back here, and they're burning him alive basically.
All right, I have a question. You brought it up, and now I'm gonna be not mad, but that's the opening fight scene in the Village. That's timed.
I think it is.
Yeah,
I sat there and worked my butt off on Nightmare to be able to beat those guys. I didn't know it was timed. Wow.
You actually survived because I think you had to get past certain points. So, because I know like you had what you had to go like inside one of the houses, you get down to another part. But yeah, there's not too much you could do. Like the big guy comes with that whole axe thing. But you played on Nightmare. Did you play a Nightmare from the get-go, or
you always do it that way? I mean, die over and over, man. You always got to start with Nightmare.
See,
I think it's hardcore.
Yeah, I go crazy with certain things. Like it'll drive me nuts if I keep getting stuck on a certain part. I'm like, no, I want to play it normal, and then when I kind of get the hang of it a little bit more to intensify it, then I'll go to the harder difficulties. Like, okay. But yeah, I don't know, do a Nightmare from the start, because what it is to me in most of these games when they do Nightmare, it's called bullshit mode. So it'll be like one scratch and you're dead. It's like what? Come on,
gotta get good, scrub.
Yep.
I don't have time to do that. I'm working on books. I'm running live streams. I'm doing multiple things at any given time.
I'm just hearing excuses. That's all I'm hearing.
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing somebody who wants to get kicked. That's what I'm hearing.
There you go. There you go.
Bye. Oh, so no, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm not doing Nightmare from the start with these things. I want to have fun. I don't want to
play
be
Elden
like,
Ring then.
Oh no, dude. Oh,
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Some of those games are too much, dude.
No, that's what bothers me about those is they're just bullet sponges or like hack sponges. Like it's just a normal game, and you just have like a low amount of hit points, and the enemies have a high amount of hit points, and they just sponge.
It's like back in the day where at least with Elden Ring, each enemy has like a pattern, and you have to figure out what the pattern is. And once you figure out what the pattern is,
I hit him,
then it's easy.
I wanted to die. Like I don't want to like I like the Nintendo philosophy. Your bosses, you hit them 3 times, they're gone. You know, like it's so frustrating when it's like 20 times in, and I'm like, really?
Mainless, he's right here. He goes one scratch from Charlie Sheen, and he's positively that.
Crisco.
Oh shit! No Soul Assassin. No, I don't want to review a difficulty. No. No, easy. No, I can't. No, easy's too. No, it's too easy.
Usually start a game on normal. So.
I do normal or the hard difficulty. It's like 1-up. I won't go into nightmare modes on these
unless
games.
it's a Call of Duty game, then I do that on the highest.
Yeah, it depends. Because like I know like God of War, that's bullshit factor when you get to those God mode and all that bullshit. It's like okay, you have the weakest enemy possible. Like he could take you out in like one or two hits. It's like nah, that's not fun. That's bullshit.
See, I grew up on Ghouls and Ghosts, and you get used to dying a lot. So Nightmare's not that big of a deal to me.
No,
Ghouls
that's
and
true.
Ghosts is I think Ghouls and Ghosts is like what is that previous game or whatever, or Posebius there, like a CIA experiment to like drive Americans nuts.
Right.
See, I'm with you on that, and Adega, he's got the mental capacity to deal with that. I don't.
Yeah.
I would break controllers. I would probably break a television.
Yeah. No, dude,
I want to have fun.
Ghouls and Ghosts trolls you. It like you win the game, and then it goes, play it all again.
Yeah.
Well, don't you have to kill the last boss with a specific weapon though?
I think it's the lance. Yeah, if I remember right, I think it's the lance.
Yeah,
the weakest weapon in the game.
Yeah, once I get the knife, I'm pretty good. But
nice. Yeah, I don't know, but again, with the remake games, I have fun with those. I play them on every difficulty as well. I was at a point where I'm just with Leon with the knife, taking out the majority of these bosses, which is funny too because I found that out early on. The Birkin with the eyeball and all that crap.
Yeah,
you can take him out just with a knife, and like in almost every fight. Did you know that?
You can take out a merkin with a knife.
Birkin. William Birkin. Damn it, Chris.
I could kill the snake in the remake 1, like with a knife, just because of the way that stupid room is laid out. I hated the remake of 1. The only good thing about it was that extra stuff.
With Lisa.
Yeah, with Lisa. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only good thing about.
I think you're wrong. They had to remake that game. I played the original when it came out. I played the director's cut. Doing the remake was really important because I wanted it to be scary, to have those moments. The atmosphere that they did, those shots were amazing. You cannot tell me that game sucked. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I like the tank controls. I like tank controls. I like
Philistine.
I like 1 through 3 original, just because tank controls add to the atmosphere. The terrible camera angles, everything. It adds.
Time out. I got to stop you because you won't even let me get in there. The remake were tank controls. I don't know what you're talking about. 4 is when they changed it.
No,
there were still tank controls with the remake. So what are you talking about?
I didn't play the 2 remake. I only played the first one remake.
If you played the first remake, that's tank controls.
Well, I mean like primitive tank controls.
Do you mean
like I think this guy's confused. I think he didn't get enough blood today. Go fly around a little bit. Visit Chris again.
Get out of here!
One remake and 0 both had tank controls. The 2
0 I never finished.
Again, that was another.
You know what, Vinny? You got to give him a break. You know he only got up a few hours ago because the sun just went down. Just take it easy. He's still waking up.
4 is where the series started to go downhill, in my opinion.
Nice.
You know, this is the promotion T-shirt given out at EB before Game 1 was ever released on the PlayStation.
Oh,
wow. It's never been worn. This is the original promotional T-shirt, and I still got it.
Holy crap. Nice. That's amazing. See, that's Die Hard right there. Oh my god. No wonder he's playing everything in nightmare mode right from the get-go.
Yeah. It's already a pro.
Yeah, well, and that's it. Like I gravitated towards this whole series from the start as well. Love them all. I played all of them except for the ones that were like on the other consoles that I didn't have, obviously.
Is it just me, or can you imagine Doc? Nice Doc. Have a nice conversation with this man all the time. He gets on Resident Evil and Nightmare mode, and is I own your ass now, bitches.
So you never played Code Veronica?
Oh no, Code Veronica I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they ported that over to
They did port it
PS2 or
over to
something.
PS2, yeah, later.
Yeah. No, I love Code Veronica.
Yeah,
No,
Veronica
all the
was
original games I played, it's like the other ones. Like they had the like the shooter one that was like on a track. It was on one of those
They're
Nintendo
terrible.
systems. Yeah, I never played those. I had like a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was the Outbreak. Is the one? Yeah.
Yeah, the Outbreak games were good. There was 1 and 2. I didn't play the second one though. I only played the first one where it was like the people in Raccoon City. Like there was a cop, a waitress, they're all different people.
Oh, yeah, I never played those.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty good. They were like different scenarios that you had to kind of get through. Those were surprisingly good. I never got a chance to play the second one. I was kind of curious too because like they went to the zoo and you could see like they had mutated animals like elephants and stuff. Like I was curious of how that was, but I never got a chance to play it. At the time, I was too busy traveling and doing a whole bunch of different shit. But the main games, I played all of them except for 7 because I'm like that's not Resident Evil. And it's first person shooter. I can't do the first person nonsense.
Yeah,
Village,
I checked out. It was a little ways after 3, I think it was.
Okay.
I played the GameCube because GameCube originally had it as an exclusive, and it was Resident Evil 0. That was actually the last one that I ever played. I didn't like the direction they were going. I liked the earlier games. I liked the survival horror, and it started turning into more of an action game, and I just checked out.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 started that trend.
Yeah, 4 definitely did. But Tommy, did you play the remake of 1?
No, I haven't been playing any of those other games since. I was
only
giving up on the console shit.
Yeah, I was only curious because they came out around the same time, 0 and the remake. That's why I was curious. Because you played 0 and basically it's back-to-back games, which was really interesting and cool because they did something totally different with Rebecca like that. But it still it worked in the main kind of remake game, like the way it ends. It easily goes into the remake of the first one. But awesome stuff. And like I said, when the remake did come out, I mean Chris Redfield, that's what I looked like back then. And I had gotten the cutout from GameStop. The lady's like, "Oh, let me guess," because I was asking about it. I'm like, "What do you guys do with these things when you're done with them?" She's like, "Is that you?" I'm like, I just played it up." I'm like, "Yeah." That's why I was kind of curious, like what. She got my number and then wrote my name on the back of it so like they wouldn't throw it out. And when they were done with the promotional thing, like I got it. But the sad thing is it didn't survive a couple of the moves I had. There was water damage in one of these places. So, but I had the head though. It's still somewhere. I cut off the head. But it was pretty funny. So I remember too because like my uncle's like, what game are you playing? I'm like, oh, it's Resident Evil. And he was sitting there watching me play, and he goes, "Holy shit, that really does look like you." And then I died and went, "Oh, that's got to be weird."
Yeah, watching your own death.
But some pretty funny stuff. Operation Raccoon City was the worst. Yeah, I played that too. There were elements of it that it could have been such a good game, but I mean, I didn't hate it. But I was disappointed with it for sure. But I did like the umbrella people that you could play as. Some of them were really cool. But yeah, I don't like the guns and stuff were weird too. It's almost like they felt like pellet guns, like how you were shooting.
Yeah,
I don't know. It didn't have the impact that it should have. But yeah, I mean that was interesting because they put you in all kinds of weird places throughout Raccoon City.
Playing that on co-op was a pain in the butt too.
Yeah, I had a friend. That's one of the reasons why I got it because a friend of mine, she was another diehard, and they're like, "Yeah, well, let's do co-op on this." Oh my god, that was a pain in the ass.
Resident Evil 5 was mandatory co-op.
Huh?
Resident Evil 5, like if you didn't play that game on co-op, you basically put a bullet in Shiva's head every freaking 5 seconds.
I've
never had that
done
problem.
Dude, I was so infuriated. I'm playing that damn game, and that chick just keeps getting in the way. And I'm like, dude, like I'm trying to there's like a swarm coming. And she's like, hey, let's run in front of the guy that's pointing the gun and aiming.
Yeah, she was pretty retarded. That's
I
actually
was like,
that's the 5 is the first Resident Evil game that Frankie actually played with me. Because we both had our systems, and I'm like, dude, yeah,
that was a
let's
blast
do this,
on
man.
co-op.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it was. And it was funny too, because like I didn't think he'd be that into it, because he's watched me play like some of the other ones, but he was so into it. And we found like there was the one code, well, not a code. There was that one point where you kind of go underground, and there's like the Africans, like the ones that have the masks on and stuff, and like you can keep getting gold in a certain spot, and we kept doing it like over and over.
Exploit.
So yeah, we exploited that little glitch so that we could soup up all the weapons and get like the hand cannons and stuff. that was fun.
I need more ammo. I need more.
I had an infinite rocket launcher in that, which was awesome.
She wasted all the ammo. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, the infinite weapons are always a blast, but I know right now Adega's like cringing. He's like, no, you need a knife and 1 bullet. That's it.
That's it. You save it all up for the very end, so you have cases of ammo.
That's right. Which I mean, yeah, there is a certain way of playing those games. I'm going to agree with you on that for sure. Where you want to save up the best weapons for last, but when you do end up clearing it and then doing the next playthrough, I mean, there's nothing more satisfying than just blowing them away with a freaking Magnum, just seeing heads explode.
Boom! Yeah,
so much fun. These things, I'm not looking forward to these.
Oh god.
I love hated those guys in that original. Because if you didn't get the piece, because there's a couple times I was doing like a speed through, and I didn't get the extra part for the sniper rifle, so I couldn't see where all the marks are on the body, or if I left it in a trunk, I didn't know where they were. I'm like, oh, not one of these guys again.
Yeah, you hear them coming, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah, those creepy sounds that they made.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. Yeah, there were some really sick monsters in there. I hope that they make the little guy, that dwarf dude, Salazar. I hope that they do a better design for him, because I didn't like his design in that 4th game. You remember when he actually mutated and like he jumped off the boat?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
It was that weird flower thing that opened up, and like he was like in it. And you had to shoot like the rocket launcher at him. It was a stupid design. I'm like, come on, you can do something better than that. But yeah, I don't know. I still got a pre-order. I haven't yet.
The berserker, the blind things or whatever. What are the berserkers? Was that what they were in for? The things they can't see and they hear noise or whatever.
Yeah, is that what they were called?
I don't remember. But those will be interesting to see.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with their extra DLC pack here. I see Leon with like a regular kind of police jacket on, but I don't know what else is going on there. It won't blow up properly. Oh, it is on Xbox as well. Somebody, I think Nuke asked. So yeah, it looks like it is on Xbox as well. Xbox, PS4, and 5, which is good. Like I said, I wasn't going to get a 5. Not now anyway.
Well, if it's on PS4, then there's really no reason to get the PS5 version.
Right.
That's you're getting gouged $10 for nothing, like a couple of resolution things. Like
yeah. Which, I mean, you know how these companies are. You works for these places. But yeah,
some of the upgrades to the 5 are free anyway.
Yeah. It should be. I mean,
if it's like a time release thing too, right?
I'm not sure, but I know some of the stuff that I have already for PS4. When I put it in the PS5, it said that there was a free upgrade. Like what was it? Cyberpunk had a free PS5 upgrade.
Cyberpunk's just desperate to get people to keep playing that thing.
Well, yeah, but you know that.
Hey,
and
I like Cyberpunk.
The new Witcher had one too, or not the new Witcher, but Witcher had Witcher 3 had a free one too. So.
Oh wow. Nuke said that they removed the ability to put Ashley in the dumpsters. Oh, that's interesting.
Where she belongs.
Well, I mean, could you push her in a ditch at least then? Because she got so annoying in the other game.
Bring her up in a tree.
Right. But I hopefully they worked on that too, so she's not as annoying. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Well, everybody knows that escort missions are the most the worst designs. Like nobody.
But
likes
thankfully, I mean, there weren't too many in there. The ones that were there, it's like okay, you get past it kind of quickly. Soul Assassin, he's throwing another dig at me. He says, well, Vinny swears after being killed for the millionth time somewhere in the world, Adega is taking out enemies with a knife on the highest difficulty. Well, I did that with the remake of the second one. I was just using a knife for the majority of that game because I was doing that too. I was saving up my ammo and stuff for the end. I had so much fun with the remake of 2. Holy crap. What a fantastic game. Dude, I think it's – if you love the original of Resident Evil 2, this game is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Adega, what do you think?
I agree, but you were showing the creepy monsters and my mind keeps going back. I think the creepiest thing that, and people are going to laugh at me because they probably don't understand, but the creepiest thing that they did for the Resident Evil stuff was on the village and that baby worm. I hate the baby worm.
I haven't gotten
up to that. I told you, I'm still near the beginning. Like I just got into the castle. And I think I got to take like I found an eye somewhere. I think I got to put it in a door. But it's right after like I get the vampire chick had me hooked up, and you got to rip yourself off. Like I'm right there. So I'm assuming
supposed to let her feed on you.
She what?
You're supposed to let her feed on you.
Oh, I don't remember what the hell happened.
Well, he's a vampire. You gotta suck some blood.
No, wait a minute. Yeah, no, she did. Yeah, she licked his wound or something. I forgot what she said. This guy, he's getting all creepy on us.
I'm running to her, not away from her.
Yeah. But it's when they left the room. You got to take yourself down and you crawl through the fireplace and all that. Yeah. I don't know everything else I got to do yet. I mean, like I said, it's the last time I played was a couple of months ago.
I need to finish the DLC for 7, and
Nice.
then I'll do Village.
Cool. Yeah, because I had to get the gold edition so I could actually see the character. I can't do just a stupid hand. But no, I mean the opener was really intense, really cool stuff. Although I did get I unlocked some kind of weapon. It had like a charm dangling from it too. It was Wesker's gun, but I don't know if it could get
worthless.
Oh,
it's worthless. Yeah.
I figure that sucks. So what the hell kind of? I guess that's why it was free.
Yeah, just run it out of ammo, then leave it there, and you could sell it later on.
Okay. And what about the charm? Could you take the charm off of the weapons and move it to something else?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, so did I put it on the wrong weapon?
I think it only goes on the one.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I could be wrong, but I remember it as being it could only hit on the one pistol, and that pistol you're going to be given better options, and it doesn't upgrade as nicely as the other ones.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. Like I said, I'll get back into it. But is that thing that you're talking about that's super creepy? Is it near there, or is it way later in the game?
Nah, you got a ways to go.
Okay. I was kind of curious about that.
I think I'd seen the baby thing when Ords was playing.
Yeah, you could probably pull it up. There's going to be videos of it if you want some spoilers. But
I don't want spoilers. I just want to play the game and like whatever surprises happen. Someone showed me something. I'm like, why'd you show me that? It was like some kind of wolf thing that was like all in shadows, some huge beast. It looked like in a cemetery area or some shit. They're like, oh, well, how's he supposed to beat that? Well, I guess I'll find out. But yeah, I mean that's the beauty about these games anyway. It's having fun and exploring that shit. It was cool though, like going through like the high grass and shit, and like those werewolf guys were popping out. That whole thing in the beginning with that family. In the house, the whole thing burns down, and the guy who got bit, and he
and that chick was so dumb, dude.
Oh yeah, she was like really, really mentally challenged. Yeah, dude, I can't wait. Do you know in the beginning? Do you know that this game was actually supposed to have ghosts in it as well? Well, Resident Evil 4.
Interesting.
They had these parts where I saw some of the footage too, where they had these mirrors that you walk by, and there was like it wouldn't look like you. It would just automatically kind of change like this kind of black shadow, and then it would jump out and go chasing you throughout like a more creepy looking mansion, because they had like, instead of the castle, it was more mansion like the way that they did it. But they said as they were developing the game too, they kept bringing it into different places, and they ended up making I think they expanded on the Devil May Cry series with what they were doing for Resident Evil, which was kind of interesting.
Nice.
So it kind of spun off. That's why I think Dante, he looks a lot like Leon. They changed his hair color.
Yep.
So that was kind of cool what they did like that, and again made another awesome franchise, because there was a lot of really, really cool stuff with some
The
of those
newest
games.
the newest Devil May Cry was kind of a letdown.
It was
Is that the one they censored in the West?
Yeah, but then they removed the censor, which was
Yeah,
pointless to even
I
censor
haven't,
to
but
begin with.
I didn't clear it yet. I got pretty far in it. Again, it's one of those other games where I had to get it out of my system, because I put in like one of those bigger games. What was it? Was it?
It was just I don't know. It was just lackluster. The ending.
Oh, the ending was.
Yeah.
I figured, because for those games, it's more of the journey that you're doing. Because I mean, like the twist that they did with Virgil, like that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
With
I don't know.
character. It was fun playing as him. Like you had like
the gameplays are always good. 3 is 3 is probably my favorite out of them all.
Is it a reboot? I thought it was just like Devil May Cry 5.
Are you talking about DMC?
Oh, DMC was awful, dude.
I liked the game. I liked the game, but it was not.
Oh, when they made him younger with the dark hair.
He had black hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That was the developer, the lead producer.
Mm.
He self-inserted himself.
He only got the white hair when he turned Demon Trigger.
Yeah, that game was lacking a lot. There was some cool
Freaking
shit that they
edgelord
did,
game.
but yeah, I'm like, nah, that was stupid.
Hi, have we met, Chris?
Yeah, I stand corrected. Oh man.
Yeah, I am so looking forward to this thing. Anywho, yeah, we'll go around the horn. We did about 2 hours tonight. I think it was pretty good. But yeah, let's stop sharing screen for a moment. We'll jump to Tommy, man. Tommy, you there?
I'm always here.
Hey, brother. Yeah, let the good folks know what you got cooking or anything else you want to say. If you want to slap anyone in the face, I mean, you're always free to.
No, well, everybody that needed to get slapped in the face have already gotten slapped in the face, and they're probably crying about it somewhere in the back room. And in case you didn't know,
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
yeah, it's pretty much just like that. Hey, guys, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective still doing what we do, nibbling toes and taking absolutely no bullshit from anybody, and there are no apologies ever given, because the guinea pig can't kneel because we don't have knees, unlike everybody else in the Phantom Menace who claim that they don't, but do, absolutely. I'm still having fun doing the BattleBot stuff, doing toy reviews. Showed off a bunch of old Star Wars Power of the Force figures. It was actually better received than I thought it would be. It was a pretty decent review. I thought it was just showing them off, but I've got a few more like that older school stuff planned. I just put up one for Star Trek today with the Borg mini playset, and I've got some G1 Transformers coming up, and of course, you know, the guinea pigs as well, taking over the channel and inserting themselves in as many videos as they possibly can. So be sure to keep stopping by for the shorts. In the process of working on actually getting some full-length videos up this time. See if maybe this time they work a little bit better. And just having fun, because that's what it's all about. If you're not having any fun, why are you even bothering at all? You know. So never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent, and we will assimilate all. Always a blast with everybody here on the panel. Everybody stopped in, and all the amazing people enter in chat. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Oh, by the way, this was pretty funny too. This was dropped in the message. So here we go. Drag Queen Story Hour.
God.
How it started, how it's going.
Oh no!
God.
Looks
It's a
accurate
trap.
to me.
Yeah, accurate. There are no lies detected.
Oh shit! We're gonna get these jokes in before they censor memes, because that's the next step that they're trying to do.
It's a dick trap. Is now illegal. Misogyny is now illegal on internet in the UK.
This is just ridiculous, man.
Wow.
But yeah, it's gross. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we were talking about some good stuff tonight anyway. Random things and all these China balloons. But you know what? We got a doc here, and the doc is awesome. And yeah, man. I know you have something really cool you could show.
I do. If you hear the dog in the back, sorry. Here it is, the hardcover. This thing came out so beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Inside is done really nice. Towards the very, it's the very last page with anything on it. You can see Vinny is in my book.
Hell yeah.
So, and then this page lists all the other ones that are going to be coming out soon. Some are already out, but yeah, I'm actually impressed for once with something that Amazon did. And this is 104 pages, I believe, plus some blank ones. This is a 7x9. The Barnes and Noble is going, or 7x10. The Barnes and Noble is going to be a little smaller. It's 6x9, but it's also going to have 44 extra pages to make up for the difference in size.
Oh, wow.
But I'm just stunned at how well it actually came out. So if you guys are waiting for the hardcover, there it is. I couldn't be happier with it.
Yeah,
people are already saying they're really good. So, and since Vinny and Chris both helped, Chris helped me size, so he gets the Barnes and Noble version. Vinny, I'm gonna send him one of these larger ones. He likes things large.
Oh, yeah.
I can't help it.
That's right, Doc. In case you didn't catch it, ladies and gentlemen, the doc prescribes that you get them hard.
Hey, you know what? The bigger the better.
Nice.
Oh my.
That's
So,
awesome.
everyone-
dude. Thanks, man.
Run out, get over there. Get on Amazon. Go on these sites. Get these books. They are beautiful. They're amazing. You're gonna love these stories. Absolutely, man. And the doc is such a great person.
I appreciate that.
Oh, dude. I could say that, anytime, every time, because it's true. And you know who else is awesome? He's out there in the chat right now. We got Sugar Chris is in the house. What's up,
Oh, yeah.
brother? I know you came in a little bit late again, but dude, yeah, I got to get you on a stream sometime. We got to work something out, because it's always awesome hanging out with Chris. He's excellent. Again, he has an awesome channel. He was just showcasing Chris Fisk's book the other day, and yeah, we had a great time from the chat. And speaking of Chris, here he is.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
He's
thanks
the
for having
man.
me, man.
Oh, dude, of course.
Yeah, I guess shilling my stuff, I got the InfiniteTaleChronicles.com website. You can visit that for the latest news. Last year's successfully funded crowdfunded book, Infinite Tale Chronicles 1, it's now available on Amazon. And if you go to the website, you can get a direct link to that. And book 2, yeah, it's going to be 2 times everything, man. Double the page count and double the books, actually. We're doing a variant book. So not only will you get like a variant cover, but you actually get 2 different art teams attacking this story. So you get two kind of windows into the same universe. And yeah, I'm hoping to get that done by, or at least we're in production now, but I'm hoping I have enough substantial done by Q4 of this year to kick off the campaign itself. And I've also started working on the tabletop role-playing game, of which the Chronicles are based off of. And if you want to hear me talk about that, you can head over to Red Dress Press or Sugar Chris's channel, where yesterday we spent about 4.5 hours going over all of it. So yeah, some pretty cool magic system stuff, some combat chat. Yeah, and thanks again for having me, Vinny.
Dude, hell yeah, man. Always a pleasure. All the stuff that you're working on right now looks incredible. And like I told Chris too, yeah, once it's all available, I gotta bust out the Alex Jones orc again. We gotta put him in there.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a blast. He's gonna be selling his vitality pills and just slaughtering everyone. It's gonna be great. Yeah, just excellent. And we also got Draven here with some really cool stuff. We've been hanging out on his channel, watching the wrestling, and yeah, bro.
Yeah, so this Wednesday I have to work, so we're gonna have to do a double show on Friday. So 10 p.m. Eastern, we'll do or 10:15 p.m. Eastern, we'll do a double watch party of Dynamite and Rampage, and then March 5th we have Revolution. So that's what all this is gearing up for.
Nice.
This month will be for Revolution. And I'm not 100%. I'm going to assume it's at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll have to get back on the time on that. But yeah, always a pleasure being here. Always fun doing the wrestling stuff. And yeah, that's me.
Awesome, man. And hello, Toy Mafia. Dude, thanks for stopping in. But yeah, no, awesome stuff. By the way, before I get to Stig, there was something. Well, we showed it over on ETEP's channel, but I'll show it here too because it's kind of like that. We got an ongoing joke about Carvel and Frankie. He made a couple of funny cakes for us because it was all about the Fudgy the Whale and all that stuff and the Cookie Puss. So we got Red Velvet Vampus. We got the Guinea Pig Puss. We got the Vanilla Gorilla. Again, these are for the people who miss it on the other channel. Mr. Fist Whiskers. This one was hilarious. And I love that he's wearing my cap there too. It just fit. And of course, Petey Puss. I might have to make this one of my profile pics at some point. Because he always busts out his anti-Semitic ice cream cake. And we got Tony Spumoni. So yeah. And yeah, the last they couldn't make it on tonight. But yeah, they're here in spirit as ice cream cakes. So
we're actually going to be doing a field trip to Carville, and we're at Horror Round, so stay tuned for that.
Yes. Oh my god. It's
yeah, he's dragging the wife along too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she's gonna hate all you guys.
I know.
But yeah, we got Stig in the house, and yeah, brother, let the good folks know anything you love them to hear.
Well, salt is not a spice; it's a mineral.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I'm going to be on Jade Shadow's channel on Wednesday again if I'm awake, and Miss Morton Muses on Saturday. That's pretty much it.
Nice, man. Dude, thank you for being in here tonight too. I love those the one-liners and the zingers that you got all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They are brilliant. And you're a really cool dude. So
thank you.
Yeah, man.
You're quite nice yourself.
I do what I can, It's respect for respect, and
someone start playing the love music. No, I'm kidding.
Get it on.
But you know what, folks? I mean, hey, that's. Do I got to play that clip again? Because it will.
Which one?
Well, again, I mean, it's okay. I don't care what you are. I mean, you could be whatever it is, but there's a special bathroom for everyone.
All right, so I think this covers it all, right? Yeah. Is the man, the woman, that's the he, she's, or the interspecies, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever you say.
And this is Christians, Muslims.
I assume the $ is meant to represent Jews.
Well, it ain't the Mormons.
Let's not get into that.
I start thinking, and it makes me so angry. What am I saying?
Jesus.
Chris, you got to watch it if you haven't seen it. Always Sunny in Philly is the best. And of course, I'm going to do some shilling here too, because City of Venus, Through the Woods, Shadow of the Kraken, all those projects are available right now. You can order them immediately, and I will ship them out. In fact, I'm going to the post office tomorrow. I got to drop off some books. So yeah, if you want some great stuff, you don't have to wait 4 or 5 years in order to get them. You can order them, and I'll ship them immediately. So you want quality? We got the quality in all these books. Again, Through the Woods is a hardcover. It's about 9 by 12 inches, 100 pages. You have the entire story in there. So if you're into ghost stories and some really cool stuff, you're going to love that. City of Venus, it's more of your standard kind of comic book. But I am working on the sequel as we speak. It is a much bigger book. It's going to be 52 pages. I'm doing a lot of work on it right now. I mean, I can show you a tease of a shot or two. Well, maybe just one. Again, I don't want to really start showing too much yet, but here's just some of the good quality. I'm still working on this page, by the way. So, but yeah, again, I draw it. I do all the painting on it. I do the lettering, all that great stuff. So, yeah, 2 is in the works as we speak. So, you just get a little teaser on that. There's kind of a specific scene. We have more action type stuff that does happen in this book. There's going to be some really crazy moments. Because again, I know you guys were waiting a minute because I was working on the good old pirate book. That's again 52 pages, incredible story. I mean, you can see the painted ship in the background here. But yeah, that book is truly epic. I highly suggest everybody, if you haven't gotten it yet, please consider ordering it. The links are in the description for those who haven't seen it yet. Actually, what am I doing here? I can show you guys as long as this camera thing still works properly. I'll blow myself up because I know that this. Yeah, see, it keeps doing this weird thing. But yeah, the book is absolutely gorgeous. You know, just beautiful stuff. I can't show you too much because there's some spoilers in here, but if you want an epic book, an actual pirate story that's an original IP, nothing stolen, you know, don't trust horse faces. I'm just saying, yeah, you get some really great stuff here because I know there's a lot of nonsense going out there right now in the indie scene. But yeah, original IPs, amazing stories. You're gonna love it all. Trust me, it's epic stuff. I really want to show you more pages, but I can't right now. I pulled up one. I'm like, nah, this is too spoilery, and I can't. Which, but yeah, there's Angelus talking about the horses. Dude, I swear that indie scene just really felt as shit. But the people we have here on panel, I only showcase really good people, genuine people. No one who steals. There's no stolen properties on my shows. There's no scumbags, grifting crackheads and whatnot. We have good people here. So I want to thank everyone again for popping in here and enjoying all this stuff. Remember, the links are in the description. For those people who have wrenches, please, don't be shy and dropping links to everyone who's here.
To be honest, I am planning to steal all of Thomas Transformers figures. So I'm not that nice.
Aren't we all?
Right?
I mean, one will stand and one will fall.
He's got so many toys filled with amazing toys, and yeah, it's like Stig's like, I'm definitely I'm flying to America, and it's gonna happen. He's like, we're gonna assemble a crew.
Yeah, my plan is to set fire to one of the guinea pig cages, and while he's putting out the fire, I'm running away with the Transformers toys.
Jesus, incredibly premeditated.
He's serious. But again, we got hardcover, amazing, glorious books right here.
I ain't worried about it. He'll melt before he gets to the house.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Stick, swing by here first. Get a couple books off my hints. But yeah, no, if you want some quality stuff, we got it out there. Check the descriptions in here. You can follow me on Vinnieart on pretty much all social media. That's, Twitter, Instagram, all that crap. But yeah, everybody, thank you for being here tonight. King of Squibs, Nelson the Psycho, we got Frankie Knows, Mainless, and Motivation. Red Dress Press, Soul Assassin, Keely Chow. We had Riot Kitty in here earlier. Glenzer. Let me see. We had Nuke. Like I said, I want to get into more video game stuff too. I wanted to get more into stuff, but Tony's not here, and he's like the expert, like on the Zelda stuff. I know he can't wait for the new game that's going to be coming out soon. I don't have Switch or anything like that, so I can't play it. But I don't know. Maybe at some point. I would love to get it. I just between time and money.
I'm gonna get it early and not play it just because Tommy's on the West Coast. Or not Tommy. Tony is on the West Coast.
Yeah, I saw that post, that tweet.
Yep.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's crazy. Parrot Head, thank you for being here as well. Papa Cotton. Let me see. I'm still scrolling up here. Like I said, we had a lot of good people in here and very talkative people tonight again, which is always awesome. I'm gonna try to get some more tour reviews or something up there, at least shorts. Those are always those things are pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if you guys had seen it. Maybe I'll pop that up real quick too. I could show that before we go out. Because I put up the short of the Last of Us figure, and that thing is it is beautiful, man. Click it. So yeah, this thing is pretty damn epic. I got this like 4, maybe 5 years ago, something like that, when he first came out. But this thing is so neat. Sculpt work, everything that these people did, again, for a third-party figure, truly epic. I do want to do a full review on this guy because he comes with a ton of shit. He's got the backpack, he's got the brick, the shiv that you make, the pipe, all sorts of crap. I mean, really, really beautiful thing. I do show it during, he's got the flashlight, the Molotov cocktails. He's got an alternate head. An incredible, high-quality figure.
Nice.
Yeah, very impressive. He's got the machete, gun, alternate hands, just a ton of great stuff, and a base. Because not all third-party figures come with a base for some reason, but he did have one. It does say Last Survivor. It doesn't say Last of Us. But yeah, good stuff. And I had him for a while. I used the body for a Wolverine figure that I made. I had a Hugh Jackman head, and I had it on that for a long time. It fit perfectly. I just swapped out the hands and the head. So he had his claws. But yeah, I'll put up more of this stuff too. During the week, I'll try to make some more time for all of that. But yeah, for those people who did pop up again in the chat, thank you tonight. You guys and girls are all awesome. Lion Ratton was in here tonight as well. King of Squibs, I don't know if I said him before. Pale Rider, he was in earlier. But yeah, so I think that's everybody. So good stuff here. Yeah, I hope everyone does have a great night. If I missed you, my apologies. But yeah, tune in during the week. I'll probably do the Friday streams again. This last week I didn't do Friday. I did it on Thursday, and we went longer. So I went later in the night, and yeah, we had a really good conversation. We did slap some YouTubers in the face pretty damn hard with their hypocrisy, but that's a whole other situation, right? Listen, if you're dunking on shit nonstop and then you go out and you support that stuff instead of supporting indies, you're a hypocrite and a liar. If you just want to watch this stuff, whatever it is, and then you give your voices and your opinion, two totally different things. So we know who's doing it for the super chats and who's blowing smoke up your ass. Remember, don't be fooled by individuals. Be genuine, be real, be kind to one another. Kick ass while you create. And remember that James Gunn is...
Fuck you, James Gunn.
Thank you, Hans Koch. And remember how he got his job.
You know what? That would be the best prank ever. You know how they make penis-scented candles?
Yeah.
If you light if you light 50 of them in a room full of blind altar boys, and then you just scream Kevin Spacey and watch the panic.
Oh, Jesus.
That jerk off! Where is that rat bastard?
Sir, I don't know.
Because I want to smash his face until he's dead! Killed dead!
Damn.
Good Lord. Yeah, just remember how he got his job. We'll go out on that one. Everyone have a great night.
We got to definitely write a song about how we do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids. It's no good diddling kids.
There is no quicker way for people to think that you are diddling kids than by writing a song about it.
You got to write a song that says, ooh, I wouldn't do it with anybody younger than my daughter. No little kid.